So, Liverpool have just beaten Nottingham Forest 3-0 to make it 3 wins in 3 since the international break, 2 clean sheets in a row in the Premier League. Overall, a great performance, obviously a great result, so a lot to love there. But before getting into the usual post-match analysis, I think first things first, it's only right to give a quick mention to Luis Diaz right now. Thoughts and prayers with him and his family. For those who don't know, news broke last night that his parents were kidnapped in Colombia, and as of now, I believe his mum has been found, but the search continues for his dad. And yeah, I'm sure very troubling times for him. Naturally, meant he was out of today's game. But yeah, it was very touching to see, of course, the reaction and the love from Liverpool fans for him. I've seen him a bit active on Instagram. So yeah, hopefully all well. And like I say, hopefully his dad is found too and their family reunited. But yeah, getting into this game, of course, Jota comes in for Diaz. In terms of expected front three probably would have been Diaz, Nunez, Salah. Jota comes in, I think ends up having a pretty good game. He of course does score. We'll get to that as I do my kind of key moments breakdown. But starting in this game, it was a very comfortable performance from start to finish, which was really good to see because last year we beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 at Anfield. But conceding those 2 goals, they equalised twice in that game, and it was a bit frantic at times. So very, very positive to see us a lot more assured and composed today. Kind of first 10-20 minutes, it was Liverpool on top, creating a few chances, but Forest sitting really deep, and they were going to be very difficult to break down early on. I think Salah floats one over for Nunez, and our first real opportunity about 5 minutes in, who can't quite catch it on the volley. And that pattern was going to continue, as we knew kind of from their setup at the start. It was going to be one of those low blocks and difficult games to kind of stretch, and just you've got to be patient in these ones. Elanga fires just wide for Forest, a few minutes later, but he's rightly ruled offside anyway, and I think that was just nice to see Van Dijk, Konate stepping up well. Games like these where you're playing a very defensive team, it's very important to not switch off at the back. Early signs that we were ready for those breaks that Forest were going to be looking for. Then around 11 minutes, Szoboszlai gets into space with some quick feet, and then tries to lay it off to Gravenberch. I actually feel like Szoboszlai should have shot there, but the chance goes back in, and again, just continuing to try and find those spaces, break them down. But this is where having players like Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch now as options in midfield really helps. Creative players who can make those, break those lines, do something a bit different when teams are sitting off, and we really need, more players getting in, overloading, and trying to find those intricate passes. Something we perhaps struggled with a lot last season at times. Then 27th minute, another incredible first time pass. I think it gets played into Salah, just first time touches it over the defender. Gravenberch is in and can't quite get on the end of it to turn it in. Then just a couple minutes later, Salah plays Nunez in as a Forest player actually slips and Nunez is away. Very tight angle, difficult for him to finish, but gets a good shot in and forces Turner to put it out for a corner. And then finally, just after the half-hour mark, we do find the breakthrough. Jota scores a rebound to put us 1-0 up. Nunez was played in by Salah and has his shot saved well by Turner, but the rebound drops to Jota, who, can't miss from there. And then beautiful moment from him, going over, getting a Luis Diaz top and holding it up to the crowd. Really nice for us. And then we seem to just turn it on a bit more in these, final 10 minutes or so of the half. 35 minutes on the clock, we're 2-0 up. Salah slides in Szoboszlai, who has just the awareness of Nunez making the run on his left and just cuts it across for him to smash one in for 2-0. And like I say, confidence at this point increasing. We've finally broken through the Nottingham Forest deep lines. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai kind of take turns, quick succession to test Turner. And Nunez, suddenly really confident, goes for a bicycle kick as well towards the end of the half. Half time, 2-0 up, very comfortable, things looking good. I would have hoped we'd then come out the second half and turn the screw, but it actually kind of petered out a bit. There wasn't too much going on. I think 59th minute I got marked as our first real meaningful chance of the second half. Szoboszlai driving forward and sliding in Elliott, who maybe can do better to just get a finish away quicker. Defender gets in and stops our chance for making it 3-0. But I think good game management would be one positive. While I was a bit disappointed we were maybe lacking the kind of clinical cutting edge side to just take this away from them, be a bit more ruthless. we were showing no real signs of them getting back into the game and looked pretty comfortable at 2-0. I think even at 76 minutes, I say Kanate, good awareness, cut out a Forest break, but I've literally 76 minutes been typing my notes saying game looking quite slow, looks to be, peter out, and then bang, 77th minute, 3-0 to Liverpool, because again, just on the break, Szoboszlai pings beautiful ball over the top for Salah to chase. Turner actually comes out for Forest, the goalkeeper, and just completely misjudges it. Salah's away, empty net to put it in. Great counter-attack for 3-0. And then, that point, the game pretty much not too much left. Alanga has a good chance for Forest, hits the crossbar, almost gets them back in the game. I'd say he was probably their bright spark. Definitely, whenever they did have these small moments of threat, Alanga was at the centre of a lot of it. And we think we made it 4-0 late in stoppage time, Hakpo scoring after Elliott cuts it across for him. But rightly ruled out for offside. He's a good few yards off. So no real debate in that one. But 3-0, a win, a clean sheet, a good boost to the goal difference as well. It could be very, very important with, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City all playing well. It could be quite tight. As the season goes on, goal difference could be very important. So a good win. Like I say, maybe wish at times we were a bit more ruthless, but in the end we did get that third. We did manage the game really, really well. Man of the match for me, have to say, quite easily goes to Dominic Szoboszlai. What a player, what a signing he's been, and he has a bit of everything to his game, honestly. It's very difficult when you maybe see Bellingham playing so well, taking all these headlines over at Real Madrid and thinking we could have gone, a bit more, tried a bit harder to get him over the line this summer. But when you look at the numbers we've added to our midfield, which we really sorely needed, the complete overhaul it's had, and then someone like Szoboszlai just absolutely bossing it. It does put into perspective that, hey, you may miss maybe your number one target sometimes, the big name signing that everyone hypes over, but there are other gems out there, and it's worked out really, really well for us. And the optimism's there. Not really much more to say on that. Just got to keep pushing. I think we have a cup tie coming up in the midweek against Bournemouth. I believe it's this week. And then I believe away to Luton the following week. We have games against Brentford and then eventually Man City coming up. So we have to keep the ball rolling, keep the momentum going, keep picking up those points. And Manchester derby currently going on. It was 1-0 City half-time last I checked. So I'll probably get back to watching that one while this is uploading. But hopefully, I think a draw would help us there. But we'll see. Either way, Liverpool just got to keep doing what they're doing, keep grinding out these wins, keep performing the way we are. And the sky's the limit for us this season. Please do let me know your comments down below, your thoughts of where you think Liverpool can go this season, your thoughts on the game. And naturally, if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know there's someone new in the football content creation scene. And of course, till next time, take care.